Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Bald Man Building an Airplane. Surprise, Tuesday video. Yeah, one of the guys on Slack reminded me that these videos are helpful to people. Sometimes I forget that and I just kind of autopilot publish once a week. So I've got a backlog of video. As I had said like a couple of episodes again, it's summertime now. These videos are recorded in like February. So I'm like 4 months behind on actually releasing videos, but there's not a lot going on right now. So anyway, we'll do this for a little bit and get caught up. So these are the brake pedals getting attached to the rotor bars. There's not really a lot to it. It's just a couple of AN3 bolts, some washers, some castle nuts, and some cotter pins. The trick is that you need to adjust the tabs. So on the left side, you can see here the tabs. The right side, I have an installed pedal. And what's happening is that the tabs are welded onto the steel frame. So the steel frame is, imperfect. Welding is imperfect. Well, I guess nothing's really perfect in this case. But it's not a CNC process. It's a process that is done by hand, and therefore it is much less precise than the cutouts, of the pedals themselves, the brake pedals. So you may have to adjust the tabs. The point being that you don't want there to be any friction from the tabs onto the pedal. You want all of the action of the pedal when it's moving forward and aft, you want all of the force imparted to be 100% imparted into the brake master cylinder and therefore the hydraulic braking system. You don't want those pedals to be dragging at all on anything in there. So as you can see, I was like measuring and making sure the tabs are all the right length for the bolts that I was going to use. And I think they give you a bolt and washer estimate, but on this one, I can see we've got a couple of 63 thousandths washers on one side and one 63 thousandths washer on another side, and it's just kind of all over the place. I do believe I used the same washers, or the same number of washers on everything so far. I just in the same sequence, I just made sure that the tabs measured the same distance apart from each other when I did those. So yeah, that's pretty much what goes into attaching these. And as you can see, I lifted the whole thing up and then just sort of checked to see how floppy the brake pedal was when it was bolted in there. You want it tight, but you don't want it, you don't want no drag at all. So again, the way I see it is if I can pick it up and it sort of flops, I'm good. And then it's a matter of alignment. There's an instruction that basically wants you to make sure that they are upright. Oh, no, that's only after you attach the master cylinders. All right, so here are the Beringer master cylinders. This process is fun. I have to go to the Beringer kit, or the Beringer install plans, install supplement. I guess I'm going to call it a supplement because I printed it out and it's going into my kit assembly instructions as a supplement to the assembly of the aircraft. So it is now a supplement. You have to unattach the top. Yeah, the master cylinder comes from Beringer with the top, or rather if you look at it in this situation, it's the bottom. On top of the piston, the hydraulic piston, is just an Allen head bolt. But we need to put an eye bolt on there, so that way it can get a AN3 bolt through it and attach to the tab on the top. So that's kind of a major pain in the tuchus. you need that in place. Otherwise, how are you going to attach it? And to do that, you've got to take the socket head screw, bolt, whatever, out, and then you have to basically recompress the spring and get it all the right height. And let me tell you, that's not exactly easy. But, Vans does give you dimensions of what. Oh, no, they don't. They don't. So what I did was as you saw, I lined it up with an existing master cylinder that came with the kit, because I need to return those, and just sort of made sure that was going to be the alignment. So yeah, there you go. We've got some master cylinders attached on the pilot side, and here's the co-pilot side. Just making sure that they'll get together nicely. This is a really nice setup. I'm glad I purchased this add-on kit. I'll get into the details of a little bit more of it probably in the next episode, or maybe the one after that, because it came with hoses and all that sort of thing. It makes the whole install a lot easier. So thanks for sticking with me for this long. We'll see you on Friday for the next video.